Hello everyone, back tuning into today's third video. We are doing the fifth Christmas update for today's third and final video. So we've done 4 Christmas updates so far since the first day of November. This is your 5th Christmas update. Certainly not the final Christmas update. I finished the second video today and I made a bit of a mistake when I said it would be the final Christmas update. Certainly isn't the final Christmas update because we've got many more Christmas updates still to go. In fact, they're going to get more frequent from now onwards as we count down into December and get ever closer to the festive period. So I'll go with the Christmas update for you in a moment, just to say that if you've got any Christmas shopping to do at Amazon between now and Christmas, the Christmas shop is open and has been since the start of the month. So all you need to do is go to the Christmas shop page. You can get to it via the green button that's underneath this video here on the Christmas updates page at Gazovitz. So you go there. There's an Amazon search widget, so you can search whatever item you would like to buy, and then you'll click through that item and go through to Amazon to pay for it. Or alternatively, you just click through the Amazon banners, go from Gazovitz to Amazon. You're not doing anything different. You're doing your Christmas shopping as you would be doing it anyway at Amazon. The only difference is that because you've gone from Gazovitz to Amazon, we will get a revenue fee on the Christmas presents that you are buying. And a big thank you to everybody for doing their Christmas shopping again for another year through Gazovitz Amazon Christmas shop. Right, so just to tell you about the model. Once again, it's a CFS V2 9-monthly forecast from website Meteociel.fr. The link to Meteociel is in the description at YouTube and also on the links page at Gazovitz. So we always try and use the same run. It's always a midday run for no particular reason, and that's just the one we choose at random. The model is run 4 times a day, midnight, 6 o'clock in the morning, midday, and 6 in the evening. We always choose the midday run as for no particular reason. It doesn't make any difference, or it shouldn't do, which run we use. We just like to use the same run all the time, and then we can't be accused of cherry picking any particular out. This is purely the way the updates are coming out as we are doing them. It was generated midday yesterday, the 13th of November. There was a 24-hour delay on these charts coming through. I think that's pretty much everything I'm going to tell you. We're looking for trends with this, so obviously we're not going to be able to pinpoint the exact weather on Christmas Day on the 14th of November. Nobody can do that. It's too far away. We're just looking for the trend within the model output, see if there is a trend for this sort of middle to latter part of December that also happens to cover the Christmas period. So far we haven't really had a trend, I don't think. I thought there was a trend in the first 2 or 3 updates, so maybe being cold in the new year. But the last one had the cold weather before Christmas, actually, when it got milder around Christmas and into New Year. So I don't think we've got a trend yet. Let's see what the 5th Christmas update has to say. Right now, we're going to start off on the 1st of December, and, well, we've got a very blocked setup here as we begin December. We've got a big blocking area of high pressure around Green, and we're bringing in these easterly winds. So this is all associated with the cold weather that's going to start setting up next week. If you want to know more about that, then have a look at the second video. It's on the homepage detailing all of the blocked conditions that are coming up next week. But it's still ongoing with this CFS run into the start of December. So we're in a cold block situation here, bringing in these easterly winds and possibly even feeding in some snow as well. Now we go up into the 3rd and on to the 4th of December. We try and break the Atlantic through. It's pushing up against that cold air, but it's stalling, and so there could be heavy snow here in many parts of the country. This cold air is hanging on. It's not being pushed away by the mild air that's trying to get up from the Atlantic. So that potentially is quite a snow event there through the opening days of December. And the cold air actually wins the battle. So going to the 5th of December means low pressures are further south. We're still bringing in the wind from an easterly direction. Generally, you see this kink in the isobar just here. Anywhere but to the north of that is still going to be cold. So if the mild air doesn't break through, it wins the battle, and another low pressure is coming in, possibly bringing another snow event to southern parts of the country. So we're up to the 6th of December, still looking very cold and wintry. Could be heavy snow in many parts of the country there, moving from the 6th through to the 7th and on to the 8th. So this low pressure pushes across the country, probably turning a bit milder down in the south. That's milder air pushing through in the south, with snow probably turning to rain, but still cold actually for northern parts of the country. Scotland in particular still has those bitterly cold easterly winds maintain there. And then we go up to the 9th and to the 10th of December. That low pressure moves away and turns the winds into the north. So the cold air wins the battle again, and we start seeing cold air surging down from the north. We're up to 13th December. We're under a ridge of high pressure, so any snow risk is easing off now after what is a very wintry opening week to December. But any snow risk has eased now. But under high pressure with clear skies and cold air still maintained, that would be a recipe for some very hard, maybe even quite severe overnight frost. So the first half of December does look very cold on this 5th Christmas update tonight. Let's try and move up towards Christmas then. So we're up to the 14th, 15th December. We move this area of low pressure in off the Atlantic, and again is trying to bring milder air, but doesn't really succeed, and that pushes away, keeping wind in from the north. So that could be another little snow event there around the middle part of December. We're into the second half of the month now, and things are beginning to alter. So the high pressure now is beginning to set up over France, with low pressure out to the north and west, and that's starting to drag up much milder air from the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. So after that very cold and wintry first half of December, we go into the second half of the month, and a thaw would be taking place, probably a rapid thaw, as temperatures are lifting up and it's turning much milder. So we move up towards Christmas. We're up to the 19th of December now, and that high pressure has pushed north. It's trying to get itself back up to Scandinavia again. So it's a lot milder now, but it's mainly dry. And obviously under high pressure conditions in the middle of December, we'd probably be getting frost and fog by night. But it is a lot milder compared to what it was through the first week to 10 days in particular of December. Up to the 20th of December then, and we're getting ever closer to Christmas. We've got high pressure to our east, low pressure out to west. Is that high pressure going to do anything to turn things colder as we get to Christmas? So we're up to the 22nd and on to 23rd of December, and we've still got low pressure out to our west, high pressure to our east, and we're bringing up a relatively mild southerly wind here. So there's outbreaks of rain in the west, eastern parts of the country, probably mainly dry. Temperatures are becoming quite mild. That's how things are looking for Christmas Eve on this 5th Christmas update. Generally quite mild, so low pressure is out to the south and the southwest of the country, bringing rain to western parts of the country on Christmas Eve. That's Christmas Day, and that low pressure gets closer. That's bringing heavy rain into the west. Eastern areas probably mostly dry. And again, the winds are coming up from a southerly to southwesterly direction, so the temperatures would be mild. It would be a mild, cloudy, wet Christmas Day in the west, and a mild, probably bright Christmas Day in the east. Temperatures possibly up to around 10 degrees Celsius. And then we get through to Boxing Day, and still this sort of battle is going on between low pressure out to west, high pressure to the east. That high pressure is trying to get going over Scandinavia again on Boxing Day. Still mild though, the winds are still from a southerly southwesterly direction, so outbreaks of rain across the western part of the country, probably mostly dry in the east. Beyond Christmas, this area of low pressure as you head up to the period between Christmas and New Year starts to deepen out to the west of the country, bringing wet weather in across much of the UK, and we're heading up towards New Year now, and it's low pressure that's dominating from the west. This is New Year's Eve, low pressure moving in off the Atlantic, bringing more rain to western parts of the country. So this sort of Christmas to New Year period could be quite unsettled. This is New Year's Day, deepening area of low pressure out in the Atlantic there for the first day 2019, although again you'll notice high pressure is trying to get going across Scandinavia, so that's probably mostly dry and fairly mild New Year's Day. And then just running you through the first sort of week or so of January, nothing comes of that deepening area of low pressure in the Atlantic. In fact, we start to build this ridge back up across the UK and trying to get it up towards Scandinavia again. So we're having a go again, the wind into the east here. Here we are on the 7th of January, and high pressure is ridging from the UK up to Scandinavia. A gentle easterly wind is beginning to try and head in across the country. You notice a very deep cold pool across eastern parts of Europe. So that's certainly threatening easterly winds again through the early part of January, but actually doesn't quite come off. Most of those cold easterly winds are pushed down to France, Spain and Portugal too. We just maintain this high pressure as we move up towards the middle part of January. That's the 12th of January. It looks like low pressure beginning to start heading back in off the Atlantic, and that's as far as I'm going to run you. So the first half of December on this fifth Christmas update, looking very cold, very wintry, particularly the first week to 10 days, but it does actually get extended out via a ridge to the middle of December. Then it all breaks down into the second half of the month, but we turn things milder for Christmas, so a traditionally sort of mild and fairly unsettled Christmas to New Year period. It has a go at getting things colder from the east again through the early part of January. Doesn't quite come up, but it's a very close one thing, very near miss. We'll just have to wait and see what the 6th update has to say. So it's certainly not a classically cold Christmas for this 5th Christmas update, but the first half of December with this does look very cold. It all actually starts off in the blocking that's coming up next week, which is maintained via the CFS through the first half of December. So we'll wait and see, and we'll do the 6th Christmas update for you on Friday. As I said, we're going to start getting more regular from now on. So the 6th Christmas update will be with you on Friday. Come back for that then. Don't forget to check out today's other 2 videos. The main video is on the homepage, looking at next week's 10 days. We also release the 5-day forecast today as well. But that's all for now, and thanks for watching.